it! Do it now! Make a YouTube video! The plot to this movie is terrible. It's about a young boy who accidentally triggers the predators to return to Earth, and the only thing to stop them is a ragtag team of ex-soldiers, and Olivia Munn's there too, playing a scientist? Ugh. Hey there guys, how are you? And by the way, since I have no style and I don't know how to dress myself, clearly, I wanted to let you know that this video is sponsored by Bombfell. Bombfell is an easier way for men to get better clothes. It's simple and easy to use. It's an awesome service where you get hand-picked clothes by your very own personalized stylist, and it's easier than going to the store, and I hate going to the store, so stick around until the end of the video where I'm going to get undressed and try on some clothes and save you some money. It's a good time. The Predator is not a good movie. Everything that made that original 1987 Predator the phenomenal classic that it is, this movie is lacking. It's completely void of it, and it does the exact opposite of what the original film did. The original Predator had a simple story, charismatic characters that you liked and wanted to see in action. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I still love to see Arnold covered in baby oil and sweat in the woods crawling around. Something about that just makes my primal instincts, I don't know, it makes my hands do this. Don't judge me. But this newest Predator film undoes all that great stuff and gives you a convoluted story about a kid with special needs who's the next step in human evolution, and the predators want to kidnap him to genetically create a superior race of predators that do stuff. It's really stupid. It's a really, really dumb, stupid plot. Yeah, it's been a few weeks since I saw the movie, and it baffles me that they went out of their way to make such a bad film. And then you have Tom Jane, who has Tourette's syndrome in the film, and he's just spurting out awful, terrible stuff throughout the movie for shock value, and some of it's funny, I'm not going to lie, but it was almost like a slapstick comedy. And then you had Olivia Munn playing a scientist. I wasn't convinced, to say the least. And then in the lead role of the movie, the guy who's supposed to carry this movie is generic soldier guy who's very boring and very bland, and his character reminded me of Michael Biehn, who played the original Kyle Reese in the first Terminator movie back in the 1980s. Very similar looking in the way they acted. Now this movie is written and directed by Shane Black, who starred in the original Predator film back in the 1980s, and he has written and directed some pretty good films. The Nice Guys, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Lethal Weapon. He even wrote the screenplay to Last Action Hero. Not the best movie ever, but it's like one of my guilty pleasures. I remember seeing it as a kid with my dad back in the 1990s, so anyway, Last Action Hero. I kind of feel like watching that right now. But to sum up Shane Black as a writer and director, he's hit or miss. For example, he also wrote and directed Iron Man 3. And let's talk about Iron Man 3 just for 1 second because it'll take me to my next point about the Predator. Iron Man 3 was a mess, and tonally it didn't really feel like an Iron Man movie to me. It just felt like it was going after shock value to get a reaction from the audience rather than focusing on a good story that elevates everyone in the film. The best example of this is they made the Mandarin some theater actor. Like the iconic villain to Iron Man is just now some dude pretending to be the Mandarin. That's not a good idea. That's a really bad idea, and it was simply done to have a twist and turn and some shock value. And the reason I brought all of that up is that's exactly what it felt like Shane Black was doing throughout this film, The Predator. This newest movie didn't feel like a Predator movie. It didn't remind me of the 1980s classic, and that's the movie everyone loves. That's the reason we like Predator. That's the reason we talk about The Predator. This movie doesn't capture any of that. And I guess on a positive note, this film at times had a few funny one-liners, and I would say the action was good a few times throughout the film, but that would be a blatant lie because it wasn't. It was terribly filmed, the tone was inconsistent, and anytime they even try to go bloody or gory, the blood splatter just looked like some green screen effect you could download from YouTube with gory blood splatter spitting out all over the place. It didn't look convincing at all. So now here are my final flicking thoughts on The Predator. Do it now! Nothing in this film felt organic, and it's really depressing that they can't take such a cool concept like The Predator and make a cool, fun action movie. It baffles me that it's so hard to do, and then you get movies like this, which is one of the most disappointing films I think I've seen in many, many years. What else can I say about this film? Oh, it features a super predator, which is just a bigger version of a predator. And it reminded me of Super Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
Shredder, you gotta listen to reason! Yeah. You're gonna destroy us all!
And so be it.
With all that said, I'm going to give The Predator a D-. This movie is unexcusably bad. There's no excuse for how bad this movie was. It's almost like someone went out of their way to make the worst interpretation of a Predator movie they could, and this is what we got. And the ending to this movie, what is happening? It turns into like an Iron Man movie, and you're just like, where are you even going with that? That makes no sense. Yeah, it's just so bad. So bad. That's my take on this movie. Now here's my question for you guys, and let me know down below in the comments section. What did you guys think about this film? Or what is your favorite tough guy movie from the 1980s? Alright, so now stick around because I'm going to get undressed, kind of, sort of, not really, so I can tell you all about Bombfell, which is an awesome service where they handpick customized outfits and clothes for you to fit your style. It's so personalized. You get your own stylist, and if you're like me and you don't know how to dress yourself, because look, this is a great service for you, and so let me check out some of the clothes. Here we go. Using Bombfell was super easy to use. All I had to do was go to their website, put in my sizes. The next thing I knew, they gave me a stylist who picked out outfits and clothes for me, shirts, jeans, and it made life easier because once again, I'm a dude who hates going to the store to buy my own clothes because I am incapable of doing it. Bombfell is fully personalized. Every piece has been handpicked for you by your own stylist who gets to know you and then chooses each item with you in mind. Your stylist will then email you selections, after which you have 48 hours to make any changes or even cancel altogether. And the best part is you don't even need to leave your house, it just shows up at your door. So to get $25 off your first purchase now, go to bombfell.com/flickpick. That's BOMBFELL.com/flickpick. Link down below. Alright, so let me try on some of these clothes I got from Bombfell real quick. Oh hey there, I was just chilling in my Bombfell clothes. Sorry, that's how I was going to start the video. But yeah, I'm digging these clothes. The quality feels really nice. It feels like heavy duty. I kind of look like a respectable human being now. I like the way it lays on the biceps too. And the great thing about Bombfell is you have 7 days to return any items that you don't want. So for example, if I love this shirt, which I do, and I didn't like the pants, well, I could return the pants and keep the shirt. And it's all flexible, which means you can receive clothes whenever you want or pause or cancel at any time. And in each shipment, the more that you keep, the more that you save. So if you get 4 items and you keep all 4 items, you get 20% off. If you only keep 3 items, you get 15% off. And if you keep 2 items, you get 10% off. So if you're like me and you have trouble dressing yourself and you want your very own stylist to handpick customized outfits for you, well, get $25 off your first purchase at bombfell.com/flickpick. I'll put the link down below. Check it out. Save $25 off your first purchase. Link down below. I am genuinely impressed with this. I think this fits me perfectly, which is odd because I can never find clothes that fit me right. So I would probably use this service for the rest of my life because I hate going to the store. So anyway, guys, as always, thank you for watching this, and big thanks for watching this sponsored part of the video, because without it, we would be talking about movies behind a movie theater in a cardboard box. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. That way I can see you next time.